Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Stoneshard, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our guide for complete beginners, and I think it's time we have the money to go ahead and gather the caravan, pursue this quest to find Daryl the craftsman. So eventually we want all of the caravan members, and they all help, and the earlier we can get them, the better. And the craftsman is a good place for us to start, so let's make this happen. So what we need to do is tell Varen that we've got cash and about caravan followers, and here's the money for Daryl. Excellent. I'll focus on getting us a new wagon. You find and persuade Daryl. He spoke about going to Bryn and joining the guild. I wonder if he made it to the city. Could be worthwhile to start with the guild quarter, talk to local craftsmen. They might point you in the right direction. Very well, I'll give it a shot. So, Bryn is all the way down here, and you could see the guild quarter is already marked for us with the quest. So let's go ahead and go down there and see if we can get some more help. When we start building up our caravan, getting the members, upgrading it thoroughly, it's just going to make the business of being a mercenary so much more convenient, easy, and make us more powerful, which will help expedite our journey, strengthening up our character, taking on more difficult missions. So, let's talk to Varen about, let's hit the road, and do we have enough food to get here? Too far. Oh, right. So we can't actually go there in one journey because we haven't really completely upgraded the caravan, and that's totally fine. So one thing we could do is just step into Manshire. Go here first. And see what kind of contracts they have. Now, it's also very reasonable for us at this point just to rest and replenish our horses so that we can ride out again. Or we could pay to take a ride to Bryn from, the local taxi service, but that's kind of expensive. And then we'd have to ride back anyway to get our caravan. So let's go ahead then and say, all right, 2,500 turns. I can pray, I can rest, but let's go get a mission before we do anything and see how that's going. Man, I gotta tell you what, we really want to upgrade this. I would love to get a chicken coop. All I need are sacks of grain and cages with chickens. Okay, so sacks of grain we can actually get over here at the Oaken Barrel Brewery if we are slick and go at nighttime. But let's not worry too much about that now. That's just a great way to solve the food problem early game, is to start getting some chickens and getting some eggs, but we'll be okay. Let's just kind of wait and go into town and see if we can get ourselves a good job. Alright, there's some poppy, bogmean, acrimony, sure, some thyme. I'll pick up the thyme and the barberry. Let's go. Okay, gonna go over here. And then what I'm gonna do is... just go talk to our buddy. Alright, you need any help? Excellent. Bandit Den. He wants us to go to the Three Shields forepost, and because I want to build up reputation, I'm just going to accept this right away. You can go ahead, though, and negotiate if you want. It's up to you. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. 3 days. Excellent. And so we could see that this is the Bandit Den. So we could take a ride over to the orchard and then walk to the den and discover it. Remember, we can't move our caravan at the moment. I don't know if I have enough money, though. He might want to charge me too much. Let's see how much he wants to charge me for that ride. 16? Okay, great. We do have enough money. So I'm going to ride right there. This is only a few screens, so you might not deem it to be worthwhile, and that's up to you. I like just fast-forwarding through a bit. You can get jumped on the road a ton. Now, we did not rest, and we did not get the prayer bonus. So that is a downside, but this should be pretty easy for us to do because it's only one skull. So I'm not too worried about it. Now, most of these apples are rotten, sadly. See if you can find any that are still good. There's a free bucket here, you know, which you might need for some quests. And then, yeah, darn. So we've got an issue here with something rotting all of the food, and that is a status effect or a condition. It can affect an area, and generally there's a way to clear this up by doing some missions and getting the bad folk out of town. But usually you can come here and just get food for days with apples just lying about. That is not what we got. So now if I look at my food situation, I'm 16% hunger, and I don't have much to eat. And I can eat these, sure. I have onion, garlic, rhubarb. And I do have some lentils. I could make just very, very small amount of food here. But it's pretty sad. He sells foraging supplies to help us get the table. He does sell some food. It's a little bit more than we can afford. However, he also sells cider. He doesn't really want to buy anything that we have, sadly, and we're not close enough to our caravan to access those contents. So we could buy some apples, which do actually help. But I was kind of counting on free food, and that's just not going to be the case here. So let's see if we could throw anything together in this pot. Alright, we have everything that we could want, and we'll eat this. So we're not hungry at the moment. We've staved it off slightly, but it's going to be tricky for us to survive with just what we have. And that makes me sad. But we'll see what we could do. I'm going to fill up, drink, collect water, top that back off, and let's go. We'll see if we could find anything else to eat. This is a bandit den, so there should be some food in here because it's humans. If not, we turn around and run away. Now, staying on the road can be a bit dangerous in this kind of a situation because of, well, bandits. There's a leak. We'll take that. Let's just keep our eyes out for some food so we can try to survive on the go. And if we had good ranged, we could shoot these rabbits down. We don't. That's not really what we're good at. It's okay. And here's a leak. I'll take it. Alright, you could hear that there's feral dogs fighting with goons. So they're probably on the road. So I'm going to go away from this conflict and just kind of go through the woods here and try to avoid their kerfuffle. The reason I'm avoiding the fight, by the way, is because I'm 8% hungry. All right. I'm just going to eat everything I've got. And now we're down to 2%. We're a little thirsty. No problem. It'll slow us down. If I try to fight, I'll probably win, but it might slow us down. And we're a little bit low on supplies because of I didn't pack enough food and the apples weren't present. So it is worth mentioning, if you were going to do this mission, you know, there's nothing wrong with going back. We can roast this. And go ahead, getting your rested bonus, getting your prayer bonus, and not be as risky as this. I'm kind of counting on, perhaps, we might want to stick, if we can get enough mushrooms, finding food inside. The apple plan didn't work out. Okay, yeah, and this is a medium danger henchman and a goon. Now, we can probably just run away from these guys if we wanted to. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. We are pretty close. We could just cut through the woods next time. I don't mind fighting. I just don't want to fight 3. There we go. That guy almost actually lost interest, which is funny. All right, I'm going to war cry. And I'm going to go ahead and raise my shield. And this guy's going to try to get fancy. So in that, I will keep distance over here. There we go. And we'll just do this. Losing blood, you're darn right. He's trying to bandage up. It's a bad sign for him. Alright. They've been obliterated, which is great. Just going to go ahead and rest right here. No reason to get wild. Most of our energy is back. Ooh, we're actually weary now too. Okay. So the game is just telling me that I'm making terrible decisions because I didn't rest. I didn't pray. I didn't get enough food. And this is just a bad move on my part. Ooh, wait. Let's see if there's any eggs in this nest. Sometimes you can't, there you go, get to stuff from a position, and you see I couldn't access the nest from here. I had to walk around to the other side to get it, but we got there. Now, this is all up to you. I'm impatient and fly by the seat of my pants a lot. So, if you got this, you know, maybe you just take it as a sign and leave. And that's probably the smart thing to do. But I'm stubborn, and I'm just going to keep going. And we'll take a rope. And there's some idiots guarding this, but they have a fire that we can cook at, which is great. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and shout. And let's just see who's coming. 4 of them, okay. I'm going to raise my shield. And I'm going to keep distance to here. Oh, wrong thing. Go here. Good. This guy's going to try to probably move us with his attack. He did not. And now we can actually hit 3 for 1. I'm going to, let's see. Let's just inspect. 78%. 70%. I'm going to hit this guy. I want him to die. I waited a turn to use my breakthrough because I want to hit all 3. Just just going to go ahead and raise my shield. And that guy's running. We can't do anything about that right now. So let's just finish this guy. He died from bleeding, which is good. This guy's almost dead. And we got heroism, which... nicely... oh, come on. Get an attack of opportunity. There you go. There it is. Okay. Nicely takes care of that problem. This guy had a pair. Like I said, there might be some food. And that's fantastic. There's also a bowl, which is nice. We could cook something. And we don't really need the bowl. But I can throw together like a mushroom skewer. So it says meat skewer, but you could put mushroom, meat, and stick on here. So we don't have any meat, sadly. So we need like a piece of dog meat or something else, or to get some better recipes. We could do this with fish as well, but we don't have that. Now, fruit salad, we have fruit, berry. I don't think that they're going to count what we have here. The pear is good. These are good, but you see how we need one more fruit, and you can't use berry. We'd have to have something else besides the berry, sadly. I ate most of this for that. So here's what we could do. We could just put these mushrooms up here, and the egg, and the acorn, and just roast them. And there we go. I'm just going to take all of this. How hungry am I? 10%, 16% thirst. Great. So we'll eat. 7. Okay. Eat. Still 7. There we go. Almost there. Excellent. Okay. So I feel good. I'm ready to go inside. Alright, let's go ahead and search for traps. And see how they are doing things in this Bandit Den. Alright, root salad. Hey, how about that? Free recipe. Inspect it, read it. We've learned a new recipe. Phenomenal. It's noisy to do what I'm doing, by the way. So just be mindful of that. But yep, as I said, there's going to probably be food in here. Now, these guys came because we were breaking crates open. This is something that they changed more recently about how easy it is for them to hear stuff. So, you know, just know that if you're doing what I'm doing right there, you're probably going to alert people on the other side of the door. But we don't really care. We need to fight these guys anyway. We're ready to fight. I'm going to go ahead and keep... There we go. Oh, this guy ran away. Okay, that's unfortunate. He's going to do that. That's fine. Chop them both. Alright, this guy's just being awkward. And he's dead. And he gave us money. We'll just rest a little bit. We have 3 days. So, worst comes to worst. If we can't finish this, we'll come back. Oh, Bowman. So he's going to shoot at us. Just, we got to get to him as fast as possible. There we go. Nothing fancy to do right there. Just close the distance because he'll shoot at us forever unless we do. Okay, there was a trap down there. Oh my gosh. Okay. So everybody, this is a great lesson for you. I was planning on just going to Bryn, and then impromptu, I was like, I'll just kill time by taking a contract. And I was so excited to see a 1 skull contract here in Stoneshard that I pounced on it. I didn't repair my crossbow. I didn't rest. I didn't get the prayer bonus. I didn't bring enough food. So I'm a mess. Like, I'm an absolute mess. But we're going to be okay. Now, if this was a 2 skull, I would have been much more respectful of the mission, but it is what it is, and good stuff. Eat that fig, delicious. Let's keep rolling. Now, sadly, I'm not going to open that chest, by the way. We can come back. I'll see how many... I need to save that. There's something we can eat for an actual situation where I have to get through a door. Okay, we got some money. Sadly, you can't sleep on their beds. You have to bring a bedroll. It's unfortunate. That's the rules. You can't, like, dress up as them and then just take a snooze. It's too suspicious. They will detect us. Okay, there's a trap and there's an idiot. And this is a low-danger goon. Alright, let's come on over here. I don't mind at all. I'll just kind of walk these guys back. And we're going to yell at them. I'm going to raise my shield and break through. And this guy's pretty much toast. Yeah, he really stayed in, though. You have to admire him. He stuck with it for much longer than I thought he would. Oh, bow guy. Okay. Running. Bow guy is super annoying, but we got there. We don't want him to run back into another pod of enemies and summon them. That's generally the worst. We had an onion. We're getting all kinds of good food. Rest to get your energy back a little bit there. Nothing. Nothing, sadly. Few items to sell just to pay for repairs and stuff. Get ready to die, he says. Okay, I'm ready. How many of you? It's just this guy? Okay. I mean, this guy is formidable. He's got a large weapon, so we'll just kind of wait. Raise our shield. And now I'm actually going to keep distance and step right here. Wow. Good for him. We got heroism. Feeling good. There's a trap here. There's a trap here. Let's go ahead and go down here. Alright. Bunch of guys. Sure. Just bring them back around the corner. And let's wait. I'm going to step back again. Step back again. And I am going to shout. Raise my shield. Chop this fool. Level up. Out of energy. Happens. Alright. So, what do we want to spend our stuff on, huh? Well, we pumped our strength all the way up. Now, we can work on vitality to give us a little bit more health. And then it's going to be about boosting our perception so that we're more accurate. So we'll just continue and take vitality to 15. And, well, what do we want? So I'm going to go into shields, and I'm going to say we do not yet have shield bash, but that's because we don't have the manual. And we could have put points into agility and perception to get this, but we'll just wait. It's not the end of the world. Embodiment of resilience is fine. It's good ability, but it's not necessary right now. We could take gloat. We could take blade maintenance. Those not bad at all. We could also go into, warfare and pick up. Well, we already have seize the initiative, which is great. Let's see, athletics. If we wanted to pick up disengage or leg sweep, there's really, really good stuff all throughout. We could take resourcefulness to try to get pelts to make some more money. The nice thing about resourcefulness, it doesn't help us fight. But what's cool is it gives you fatigue resistance. It gives you more experience gain on vigor. It doubles the amount of experience you get from crafting. And it gives you a 33% chance to find additional mushrooms, berries, or herbs when gathering. So this is all good. Pelts are possible, but not likely because you want to be using a bludgeoning weapon, like piercing and crushing damage types harm pelts the least. And unfortunately, we're doing slashing damage with our sword. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick up resourcefulness. I think this will be very nice for us. And we're cooking with gas. So this was a room that we opened. There's probably more idiots in here. Let's just search for traps. Money. Love it. Actually not. These are just their bedrooms. Now you could try to pick it, with lockpicks that we don't have, but it's worth thinking that's possible. Hey, nice. Go ahead and read that. Get some experience and abilities, and we can sell the book. This is not great. These are both sellable because their durability is above 50%, but I don't really need either of those at the moment. They will not pay hardly anything for them. Alright, so that's another thing that we could open if we had a crowbar, if we wanted to return. Now I stepped, it's so dark over here that I didn't see that. I stepped in a noise trap, and it may have alerted someone. We can't tell yet, but it doesn't appear to have. We've killed most of the people. Oil, we can sell that. At least in this main chamber that would have been alerted by that. So, now where? Let's go over here. Alright, yep. This is a low danger goon, so we'll just kind of walk these guys back. Really want to avoid having an archer. It doesn't look like there is one. Just going to wait. Oh, shucks. I should have waited one more turn for the shout. My mistake. Oh, I'm thirsty. I'm actually going to drink. This guy stepped away, so it didn't end up mattering. I'm going to seize over here. And let's see. I'll just wait. It's fine. Misstepped, and he's a little shaky with his own steps. Alright, well, took a little bit of damage there, but honestly, overall, we're not that bad. We're just tired. Just a bit tired. All right. Okay, sure. Searching for traps. Rope is good. All right, that's locked. Okay, we found Dirk, the Thick-Skinned, the boss, and 4 enemies. So this is not great. So what we're going to do is see how far our shout will go. It doesn't get the archer. I'm going to step back immediately so the archer can't hit us. And I'm just going to try to guide myself up in this direction. to just minimize the archer's impact as long as possible, I will shout, "Seize the initiative." Chop. I'm just trying to kill this guy. The boss has been kind of dazed, so he's just wandering around like a moron. Alright. Okay, most of them are dead. I'm going to walk over this way. And Death Before Dishonor, we got Heroism again, which is great. Just kind of moving this way to get some cooldowns to come back on our side. I will raise my shield. I will step here. I missed, which is sad. He hit me and took away my energy with his strike, but bam, the man is dead. And now we just need to kind of walk and just chase this guy down. And we did it. And, ooh, salted meat morsels. So you see we're at 22% hunger, but honestly, I eat these. These aren't great. But they've been prepared, so we can gobble it down. And we're a little bit thirsty. We have a healing salve, we have some other good stuff, and we've killed a lot of the enemies in here. We probably can't do this without returning home and resting and stuff, but that's okay. We're going to do our very best. And we're doing great. By the time we get done with all of this, the caravan will be ready to go to Bryn so we can pick up our companion. So this is a great example of how much stronger we are now with our character, that we can do a one skull contract even without preparing well at all, having debuffs and just kind of having to forage and scrounge on the go. I hope you're still enjoying this series like I am, and I'll check you next time. Take care.